Week 7 against the Panthers. All right, our top story for the week is the Jets. We eked out a win. We won. Too bad. We still suck. Justin, what do you think about that game last week?
I think the Jets lost that more than we wanted. Sanchez threw 5 picks. The punter threw another. Really, our offense only generated so much offense after, 70 plus minutes of football. You can see that there was a bit of a drop-off. Ryan Fitzpatrick doesn't have the accuracy that Edwards has, and it showed in that game.
Okay. What do you think about that game last week?
I agree with you, Justin. The Jets lost that game. If you get 5 interceptions, you should be able to score more than 13 points in regulation and then have to go to overtime. It was painful. Yes, we got to win, and you take them where you can get them, but we definitely got to do something about that offense scoring points.
All right, our next top story is the Panthers, and obviously we play them this week. They've had some low-scoring games, kind of like us. They're 3-2. They played some okay opponents. What do you think we're going to do about them?
They got 2 good teams in their division in Atlanta and New Orleans. They got a laughingstock in Tampa, which they beat. So
Barely
beat. That's less than we can say about that.
Yeah.
Frankly, I think this is a game where if we can contain Williams and Jonathan Stewart, we can win this. Fitzpatrick or Edwards, we can win this just because that's all they have. Jake Delhomme is a joke as a quarterback. You think we have it bad with Edwards and people asking for his head. Jake Delhomme is on one of the hottest seats as a quarterback right now. That said, he has no one behind him that really can take over.
Okay, the Ryan Fitzpatrick bandwagon. Is it alive? I hope it's not.
It is.
What do you think about that?
It is so alive. You know how we do here in Buffalo when it comes to quarterbacks. J.P. Losman was like the second coming. He messed up, and then, Trent Edwards came. Trent Edwards got hurt, unfortunately, and Ryan Fitzpatrick will come in. If he wins next week, he's won more games than Trent Edwards, so he's going to be the next big thing in Buffalo.
But it was 10 for 25.
But
Edwards was 5 for 5. Come on.
He won.
People are freaking retarded when it comes to that.
And now, what I've been hearing is people saying, do they want the Bills to lose so they get a better draft pick? Or what do you think? What do you want, a better draft pick?
People are wanting the Bills to lose more for Dick Duran to get out.
Well,
that's a bigger thing.
Yeah, that's 2 things, yeah.
That's a bigger thing there, Dick Duran getting out. But, you're not going to get much better. You're not going to get that superstar at the 10, 11, 12 pick more often than not. You're kind of hoping to have that top 5 pick. You're going to eat up a lot of cap that way, but you're going to have a chance to really have a good amount of, a good superstar player, as long as you don't draft Mike Williams.
Do you want a higher draft?
I think even if we get a higher draft pick, we're not going to pay for him. We don't pay for players in Buffalo, so even if we had a top 5 or top 10, the whole Michael Crabtree situation, he would have set out the whole season because we would have not paid him that kind of money. So I think we're good where we are. We're middle of the road. We sometimes luck up and get a decent player, but getting a high draft pick, it's not going to be good.
Well, we need a quarterback. It's clear that we need a quarterback.
I disagree with that. I think that we need a line first. Peyton Manning wasn't drafted before he had a line.
Yeah, but Peyton Manning was a first-round draft pick.
All right, but think about this for a second. Peyton Manning, the year before they drafted him, they put in Tarek Glenn and Marvin Harrison. They got him a target, and they got him a left tackle. We don't have a left tackle right now. Demetrius Bell is a joke as a left tackle.
So, what, in the draft, we have to get a quarterback? And
I disagree. We have to get
at
least another lineman. We need protection first. With that line, you could have Peyton Manning or Tom Brady back there. They're going to look like crap.
Come on, 3-step drop, you can just throw it. We have weapons. We don't have the quarterback to get it to the weapons.
I disagree. One, they started running slants this past week, which they hadn't been doing. You hadn't seen Owens or Evans running up the middle until last week. 3-step drop. Well, if you're only doing 3-step drops, you're going to have the corners playing bump. They're going to play tight. That means that takes away any deep route, first off, which goes back to Captain Checkdown. So, and with that, you're going to have 3 steps. You either have that or you're going to dump it to Marshawn or Fred
So
or a tight
line.
end.
All right.
So you want to have the time to have those deep passes.
All right.
We want an experienced line, not just a line, but you need a line that's
Yeah.
played and they know how to
3
play.
rookies and a guy that didn't play last year. That's not a good line.
All right. Which quarterback on the Bills will be starting next week?
Really, the biggest thing with that will be can Edwards play? I don't think Fitzpatrick did anywhere near enough to say he's the guy. Nikki,
I think he's better, but
I think he took advantage of the opportunity.
I think he did, but at the same time, 10 for 25 is not what you want out of a starter.
No, you don't want that either. But
I
mean, a win is a win. A win is a win is a win. So we're gonna at this point we're pretty much gonna take him how we can get him. Yes, you want Trent Edwards healthy, and if he's not healthy, I don't think he should play. It shouldn't be, Like
I agree with that. With concussions, you don't want to mess
with a concussion, I don't really think I think he really should kind of take a seat with the concussion.
And we're moving on to the next topic here. Question comes from SJ Everett, SJ. Is Ralph Wilson fit to own? Is he competent enough to actually be the owner for the team, the guy that's making the decisions right now?
Well, he's going to have to be.
Why?
I mean, we need if we're going to get a new owner, then we're probably going to lose a team.
Well,
so what? We can't do anything about that.
I'm not even saying should he own or should he not. Why not put somebody who actually is a football guy in charge? He did that with Donahoe and it backfired a little bit. You know what? You can't hit every time. But Russ Brandon's not a football guy. John Guy and Russ Overdorf, they don't know what they're doing. Come on.
He definitely, being the owner is fine, and he doesn't have to be a hands-on owner. We need a general manager that's going to pretty much, handle the team. And at this point, we don't have one. He's fine ownership-wise. He probably
he's not Daniel Snyder or Jerry Jones where they're meddling too much.
Yeah, he definitely needs a general manager that's going to, run the team the right way.
I agree.
All right, and now it's time for Justin's Trivia Corner.
Welcome to Justin's Trivia Corner. Last week's answer to the trivia question was Trent Edwards. He has the highest rushing average per carry right now. This week's question, which former Buffalo Bill has the most career yardage all time in receiving? This has been Justin's Trivia Corner.
All right, now it's time for the keys of the game. My key to the game is the offensive line. Can they block for Fitzpatrick or Edwards? All right, what's yours?
My key to the game is the play calling. Maybe we'll get some good plays and Terrell will stop complaining.
Okay, what's yours?
Can the linebackers fill at that second level? Seriously, every game we're getting torched with a big run, so we need to have the linebackers fill in right there.
All right, now it's time for the picks of the game. My pick of the game is 28-17 Bills. What's yours?
My pick is 17-10 Bills.
All right, what's yours?
13-3 Bills.
All right, that is all the time we have for this. Jared.
Jared. That's cool. 23-20.
It doesn't matter. He's our producer.
All right. Thank you for joining us this week. Join us next week for the Texans. All right, we're out.